Disney Channel movie. Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
Ah, the Disney Channel original movie. A favorite of everyone of the correct age during the dark pre-streaming days. It's a bit of a shame that, much like the Disney Channel itself, it's facing an uncertain future with the advent of Disney Plus and, well, the D+. Now, I'm not going to sit here and reminisce about having to wait until 7 PM on a Sunday to watch the premiere of the newest DCOM. Broadcasting is objectively worse than video on demand. The image of people gathering in front of the television in a shared experience is a fickle one, to be had every so often in between bouts of fighting because everyone's show is on at the same time, or destroyed completely as the people and TV ratio of the household nears 1:1, at which point the fights resume because everyone is watching the same thing, just on different TVs in different rooms. It's a bit sad to see its slow descent into irrelevance. Odd for something for which I'm just some eyeballs to advertise parks to. In the spirit of that, though more because the video I was planning to upload is dragging on in scripting, let's see the humble origins of the DCOM by checking out the first one.
A Saturday premiere of Under Wraps, a Disney Channel original movie.
No, not this one.
Under wraps right now. Oh yeah!
No, oh god, certainly not this one. I meant the original one. The one from before they were even called Disney Channel original movies. They were just original movies meant to be broadcast on the Disney Channel. Let me introduce you to Tiger Town. If you're expecting Airpod or even Alley Cat Strike, anyone? Alley Cats? No? Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking old. Anyway, don't expect high stakes or kids saving the day on this one. Tiger Town is nothing of the sort. It's just a movie about a kid, a baseball player, and the comfort that sports can bring to you in times of tragedy. See, there's tragedy even before we get to the plot, since the movie takes place in 1983 Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No!
It's in the middle of this that we encounter Alex and his father, no name given. He's unsurprisingly being a victim of this decline, losing his job at... let's see here... Even worse news for Detroit, or its baseball fans at least. The Detroit Tigers are in a bit of a slump, having not won a World Series since 1968. And nobody feels this slump more than veteran player Billy Young, played by Roy Scheider.
The 309 lifetime average and 396 home runs. Wow.
Wow is right, Ernie.
But perhaps most sad is Billy's lifetime dream to play at a World Series about to go unrealized. A brilliant athlete and a true gentleman, Billy Young. We're all gonna miss him.
Not that this matters to Alex, who's a Tigers fan through and through. His father is also very nice and supportive, trying to keep his kid happy and out of the loop about the family troubles. So, how long does he live?
Alex, you're dead. Your dad's died.
What?
A Disney film does as a Disney film does. Speaking of which, it's the early 80s, so the bully with the two hangarounds that seem to do nothing but annoy our main character isn't a played-out cliché yet.
Tell you what, being you're so puny, let me lighten your load. Now you can carry one in each arm. The Joe Weed away.
I mean, really, with those quips and his proclivity to wear stupid hats, I hope this kid enjoys the power he has right now. I gave him until about the 7th grade before someone else comes around and makes sure he's acquainted with the inside of his locker. With few other outlets to deal with his grief, Alex takes solace in baseball. Seeing Young take his spot at the plate, he remembers his father's belief in belief and applies it in its most literal sense.
If you believe in something with all your heart, you can make it happen. Don't ever stop believing, Alex. Ever.
I hope you like that, because it's the most excitement that you'll get until the climax. See, if I somehow made you think that Tiger Town is an exciting movie, I'm sorry to disappoint, it isn't. It's one of those movies that makes you wonder if Ebert's maxim is being fulfilled. Is this movie really more entertaining than staring at a blank wall for the duration? Well... And scene. And scene. And scene. And scene. And scene. There we go. I suppose some of it is my millennial eyes, used to having their decoms as polished as Disney tries to convince us that their entire company is. But then you remember that the concept is not a thing yet. This is just a TV movie from 1983, and while the theaters had Scarface and Vacation, TV movies were mostly something that you saw because Taxi was cancelled, and you didn't want to take a chance on the A-Team or, God forbid, Aftermath. This is the entire gist of the movie. Alex focuses all of his energy in wanting Young to score hits, and Young sometimes does and sometimes doesn't.
Here's the wind-up, the pitch, it's... Oh, he hit him! He hit him in the head!
Alex seems to be under the impression that he absolutely won't if he is not present at the games. I'll say this. I admire that they left it up to the imagination of the kid watching it whether he can affect the results or not. Young strikes out when Alex is not watching the game, but an attempt to Matilda his lunch goes about as well as you would expect.
Gotta go to the bathroom or something, Alex.
The other interesting thing is that Alex and Young have a grand total of 1 interaction throughout the movie. Despite the movie being ostensibly about the two of them, Young the athlete at the end of his career with an unfulfilled dream, and Alex the young fan who is going through a difficult time, they really only interact this one time. He leaves a note on his uniform, but Young doesn't know who it's from. And the other moment they do share together is at the end, where after that little bitch of a bully takes Alex's money and tickets, he walks, runs, steals and cheats his way into the stadium just in time to watch Young do a textbook last-minute save. See? He wasn't really there until after the hit. And all of his belief had to be tied on willing himself to be within line of sight. Did he recognize the kid? Did he just see a kid on the sea of adoring fans? We don't know, it really doesn't matter. Because as Alex leaves the field, their main sources of stress have been worked through or past. If you stop the movie now, it's a happy ending. Will they win the Nationals? Will they make it into the World Series? We don't know, but we don't really need to know. All Young needed was a shot, and all Alex needed was something to believe in. His dad's dying message vindicated in actions, not because of self-created ministrations. Tiger Town has low burn pacing, little to no real stakes, and suffers from the same issues that would plague films for decades to come on account of them not being clichés yet. Overall, it's a bit charming, but not really enough for a recommendation. But you know what they say about large trees and acorns, and this one would continue to slowly grow over the next 14 years when a rebrand and a rethink would take it into what we know and love. I suppose it took a lot of belief.
The Disney Channel. Everything you've ever imagined and more. Available in selected areas through your local cable operator.